Kevin, thanks.
Well, they're in the hunt once again, D.A. Thanks. Now look at Memphis's starting group. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Tillman in at the center position. And for Philadelphia, on the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. One thing that can be entertaining at this point of every season is how unexpected rivalries, Greg, begin to develop.
Yeah, teams that might not be traditional rivals have a few heated games early on, and now their matchups become must-see TV. Happens every season. Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Stolen by Tucker. Maxey against Bain. Maxey, no good. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
It's the size of Jackson Jr. that is so hard to match up with. This is why defenders are just forced to foul him.
And the defense of Jared Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Now, here is Harden. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland, and that one drops.
I love watching Harden work through these challenges, accepting contact and finding ways to score.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And you gotta love the aggression that he had taking it to the rim there. Sets the tone in a close game like this one.
Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. The ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out. Now living up to that massive potential.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Morant's got his second basket of the night.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
And he gets it to go.
That looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Jackson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Now, here's Tucker. He's guarded closely to the right side. Bain against Maxey. Embiid wide open. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And he knows he has the green light. Embiid's kind of attitude in these moments just makes him even more lethal.
Now here's Brooks. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. It's good. Morant's got 6 points.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Harden, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry, and it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it could feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Harrell, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. McDaniels comes in for Tobias Harris. Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. Here's Milton. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Here's Embiid. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Clark. Here's Aldama. Lays it up off the glass.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Pass to Harrell. 1:49 left to play in the first quarter. Three-pointer by Embiid. Here's Milton. That one misses. And Memphis the other way now. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And the last time they faced this club,
Oh, that is powerful.
nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
And, you know, the Anthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
He struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
That is a tough shot.
The 76ers trail by 8. Right wing. Carroll kicks to Milton. Pass to Milton. From 10 feet out, here's McDaniels. From outside, off the mark.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
On the wing, and it's Memphis with another.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Milton finds McDaniel. And here's Embiid. He's covered by Clark. Another shot. And Embiid finishes inside. Embiid's got 8 points.
And how about that reach of Embiid, using those long arms that just gobble up second chance opportunities?
Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. To the inside. Pass to Milton. And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Memphis out in front, up 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Memphis. Memphis leading by 6. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Backs you out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And so Harden will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. And about the 76ers, Richard, they've been impressive.
Yeah, they've been on a 50-win pace for the last 5 seasons. And with Joel Embiid, every single year, you are going to be a contender. This is their window, and they are bringing in the talent to get it done. Closer in, look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Nice job capturing the moment on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here.
Season after season, it seems like Tobias Harris only proves himself more invaluable.
He's one of those glue guys. Stick him into almost any lineup, and he can contribute. Points, rebounds, assists, whatever you need, and that's what makes him a precious commodity.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Grizzlies.
Your 76ers, you can't be.
Embiid dishes to Tucker. Harris outside. And slam dunk by Harris.
That body control, baby. Harris smashing through it.
That's even wilder.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Morant against Harden. And finished up by Morant.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
And so here is Philadelphia following the score by Memphis. Here's Embiid. What a terrific move that was. Embiid's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Grant and Embiid with the block.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Harden can't hit.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Morant with the bucket.
But he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
The pass to Tucker. A floater. Here's Embiid. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Embiid's got 14 points.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D.
Oh, my goodness, man. And man,
I said it was going to happen earlier. I didn't know it was Philly going to happen.
Insane athleticism.
Oh, no, boy. We got to get that shit on reef. Oh, my God. Play that shit back. Play that shit back. Play that shit back. Play that shit back.
How about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball? Harden scanning the floor.
You ain't making me open. No.
Well, James Harden's still a tremendous player. But now in his early 30s, some question, can he be the dominant MVP force we saw in Houston?
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the 76ers. Memphis also making some changes. Brandon Clark comes in for Tillman. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Morant. And Greg Harden in recent years dealing with hamstring injuries. Has he lost a step to age or injury?
You know, probably a little of both, but we've seen players with a new diet or training regimen get back to peak production. Hopefully, he can as well. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Deep 2 from Brooks. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Harris. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. From deep 3-point range, Clark trying to get open. Jackson gets the bucket.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Passes it to Harrell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Poked away. Stolen by Jackson. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself.
Those long arms of Jackson Jr. get in the passing lane.
Jackson Jr.
We've got 1:48 left now here in the second. Harden the pass to Maxey. High, arcing shot. Poke loose. Embiid, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what an all-team offense should look like.
Jones against Maxey. It's Clark with the rebound. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Maxey against Bain.
Did he just say no?
Now here's Harrell. He's guarded close. Shot to stop the run. And good that time. Harrell's got his first bucket in this one. Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter. Well above the 50% mark from the field. Jackson gets it to go.
That's
What?
Unfair. 6'11" Jackson.
That's wild.
Threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
Now here's Maxey.
I think my ankle's broken and
Here's
shit.
Harrell. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Jackson dishes to Clark. Embiid with the steal. Here's Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
From past the arc. Nice D from Brooks.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it with that.
With a score.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
On
The
my phone.
2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 14 points and 1 rebound. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks can be deceiving, but the assist totals back up what we said.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Philadelphia?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. You're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Tillman in at the 5 down low. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Harden. Well, Craig, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Here's Brooks, and he's
And another foul. That's wild.
He's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Harris.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
So he gets them both. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
And even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that was always emphasized, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball with incredible accuracy, 68% so far. Here's Morant. That shot off the mark.
That's wild.
Now the 76ers take it the other way. Pass to Maxey. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Maxey's got 6 points.
Capable of playing either guard position. Harden says for when his teammates... are open is ridiculous. And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy. But he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple-double.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Daniels is checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Harris. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Maxey. Williams against Melton. Pass to Milton. Up and in on the way. And Harden was the first player to average 35 points and 7 assists in a season.
Yeah, and that was in the 2018-19 season. The same year, he was also the first player to score at least 30 points against every other team. No one had done that since the NBA expanded in 2004.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Morant with the steal. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
If anybody has questions why John Morant went second overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for not only himself, but others.
That one misses for Williams. Going to high school in the L.A. area, Zaire Williams played on a loaded team.
Yeah, of course, Zaire was a first-round pick in 2021. But he was the high school teammate of B.J. Boston, who was also selected in that draft. You throw in the sons of LeBron and D-Wade, and look, let's just say those gyms were sold out.
Morant with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Harden kicks to McDaniels. Lets a floater go. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
The 76ers trail by 8. Melton passes to McDaniels. Knocks it loose. And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. The pass to Milton. Harden against Williams. Here's Melton. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the interception by Harrell. Some changes for Memphis. Conchar is checked in for Luke Kennard. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Williams. And finished off by Morant.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
The 76ers trail by 10. Passes to Melton. 1:43 left in the third quarter. Now, here's McDaniels. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Harrell. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Morant. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdowns.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And Tobias Harris subbed in for McDaniels. Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Melton. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 8th assist in the game.
That's just smart basketball right there.
Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Harden with it. Jones covering and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Maxey's checked in for DeAnthony Melton.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. After the trust the process era, we're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Baines checked in for the Grizzlies. Conchar, the pass to Aldama. Jackson trying to break free. Aldama gets the bucket. Aldama's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
A shot by Harden, wide open, gets it to go from beyond the arc.
They've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Conchar can't get it to go. Harris outside and slam dunk by Harris.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we
54. The Grizzlies 73.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big man in the league today than we've ever seen.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with Maxey, and it's Harris in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Maxey. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
All right, David, thanks. Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future if you're a team like the 76ers?
No. You should have 100% focus on here and now. Why? Because players like Embiid only come around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all of your bets and try and get it done while you have the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from it at all.
No, that's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers. They have all done the same thing. They went into win-now mode.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Here's Tucker, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Outside, Maxey takes it from 10. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And that's 10 points for Tyrese Maxey.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
They retain possession. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Philadelphia.
Now into the lineup for your 76ers.
And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 11-point game. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Now, here's Morant with 3. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. A nice shot by Tucker.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Embiid.
Hit the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
There's some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and Anthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Well, some cribs you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Outside, Bain trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. For the three. Rebound by the 76ers.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Knocked away. Morant with the steal. Bain finds Morant. And he banks in the layup. 41 points for John Morant.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Let us tell you what, everybody. Philadelphia, please welcome to court your Sixers ENT.
And here are the 76ers now, trailing by 5.
2 minutes remaining.
From deep Harden. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Here's Morant. Good on the shot. Morant's got 43 points.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Harden, so cool under pressure. Definitely not the guy you want to send to the line.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
In a tight game, he is exactly who he wanted at the line. That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Inside, Tucker. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Criminy.
Tucker's got it all tied up now for the 76ers. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Morant. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Morant against Embiid. And the rejection by Harden. Brooks with no one around. Buries it from 3-point range. Brooks has got 5 points now in the quarter. Harden against Morant. Here's Embiid. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Here's Morant. No good. Shot missing. The critical possession right here.
Crowd on pins and needles, Kev.
For 3, Harris. Offensive rebound. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Massive points from Morant, the leader of this team, willing to take the big shots.
And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 3-point game. And the 76ers call time here. They trail by 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the game.
Let me hear you once again get loud for your Philadelphia.
We pointed him out. We take him out, bro.
Jones comes in for John Morant.
We're using Jaren Jackson as the last point.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
It's in! One of the best scorers in the clutch. Harden doing it again.
Now we have no more timeouts left. I didn't even call it.
They're leading by 1. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Morant. He's checked in for Tyus Jones.
He's not shooting.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Wow. That's his second personal foul.
Bitch on me.
23 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I guess I'm not.
And it's Morant missing. Here's Harden. Pass to Tucker. Here's Maxey. Off target from downtown. So they foul intentionally.
Ain't no way, bro.
You have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
And we have seen Morant step up as a leader, wanting to go to the stripe down the stretch.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for tuning in. See you later.
This is one of my favorite moves, the Paul George attacking size up. So while holding the right trigger, you want to tap the right stick up left with the ball in your right hand. You will combo an attacking size up with a step back jumper to generate a
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. 2 NBA great. Hey, Allie.
Ja Morant, a first-time All-Star in 2022. His teammates say he is the best point guard in the league. Morant said, quote, "I'm a very humble guy, but also confident. So I'll let my teammates continue to talk for me. I'll just do what I can do on the floor to prove them right." Brian, Coach Jenkins said, quote, "All he cares about is winning."
Indeed. Thanks, Allie. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. Gordon is the 4 with the Joker in the middle. Murray and Caldwell Pope are the backcourt pairing. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Grizzlies, Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Jaren Jackson out there with Xavier Tillman. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Well, we're more than a few games into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to remember we might be a half year into a decade-plus career for some of these guys. So I think it's best to reserve judgment for now. An NBA career is a marathon.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Murray passes to Porter. The Grizzlies pull it in. Bane with it. Outside for Brooks. Over to the wing. Beyond the arc. Good. And the setup by Morant.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
On the wing, Caldwell Pope. Step back and fire. Here's Jokic. And he gets it to go.
At the end of the day, when the ball goes up, there's no substitute for effort.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Jokic has gotten his second bucket.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
There's Jackson with the three. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Jokic. You can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are
too fast for them.
Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Jokic with it. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And in 2022, more history made by Nikola Jokic, becoming the first player to amass 2,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 500 assists in a single season.
And Nikola Jokic breaking barriers at the center position, Chris.
Oh, so true, B.A. That 2,000, 1,500 season, it never been done before. The Joker's ability to be a facilitator at the 5, almost a point center, we've never really seen that before. Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
Anytime you get an opportunity to show off a little bit, you have to take it.